Now, if we look at offshore markets, it still remains all about the Greeks. Heading into late last week, we did see some confidence return to the markets on the news that the Greeks had finally reached a deal. But as we headed into the weekend, some of this confidence was undermined. In particular, we did see some concerns that the Greek Parliament might not put through the deal. Now, the Parliament is voting on this as we speak. Heading into the weekend, we did see a sell-off in equities, which did weigh on the New Zealand dollar. But if we do see a positive outcome in the Greek Parliament vote, which we do expect, this will return support to the New Zealand dollar during today. Now, despite the deal coming through, there are some concerns already being raised that it's not enough to stabilise the Greek situation. What this highlights is we're not quite out of the woods yet with the EU situation. We do expect to see a lot more volatility over the coming months, and this is a reason that we do expect the New Zealand dollar won't remain elevated at these levels forever. Now, turning to the local economic outlook, on Friday we saw some electronic card spending data, which is a good indicator for retail sales over January. Now, this data was much stronger than expected. While it does follow a couple of soft months, which some payback isn't entirely expected, it is a fairly encouraging sign that consumer sentiment remains upbeat in New Zealand. Furthermore, if we look at the detail, there were some fairly encouraging signs. In particular, the increase in spending was relatively broad-based across all sectors. Now, my own theory on this strength is that the dismal start to summer saw people head to the malls rather than the beach. So it'll be interesting to see if this momentum can be sustained through February. Now, the strength in January sales does buck the recent trend for some weaker economic data. And if we look at last week's employment report, we do see some headwinds still remain in New Zealand's economic recovery. On the back of that, we do continue to expect the OCR will be kept on hold until at least December this year.